Hey guys, Ryan here. So today we're going to take a look at Project 6 in the tutorials. So to start out, we're going to go up to New Project. We'll name it Project 6. And Graphical Editor and Free Mode. So we're going to be covering two new operators, two new comparisons, the AND and OR. And these can be used in your if-then statements. So let's start out in the init page. We're going to create three variables. We're going to create a counter. So integer, counter, leave value as 0, and we're going to grab two purple ones. So float, we're going to have position A and position B. Set each linked to 3. For position A, we'll do x is equal to 1. For position B, we'll do y is equal to 1. And let's go over to the main. In the main, let's set position target to position A. And then let's grab an if then. And now we'll introduce our AND OR. So in logic, you'll find the block that says AND. You can put that there. So you see drop down, you have AND and OR. So we'll start out with AND. And now you can actually put two of the equal blocks in there. And then we'll start filling it. So what we want it to do is say if counter is greater than 20 and counter is less than 40. So what that would do is, if you look over at the slides right here, if you're looking at the time, so in between the time of 20 and 40 seconds, that's where you want this conditional to work. So let's make that work in the code. So grab counter, so if counter is equal to, or sorry, we'll do if counter is greater than 20 and counter is less than 40. There you go. And then we'll have it move to position B. So set position target, position B. And then let's create our counter increment. So grab the pink counter, math plus, put the number there, variables, grab the counter block, counter. So counter equals counter plus 1 every second. And let's try that. So let's simulate. So what we should expect it to do is go to position A when counter is in between 20 and 40. So if counter is greater than 20 and less than 40, go to position B. So let's see. So running, we'll see the simulation in a second. And view results. So now what we're going to see, I'm going to speed it up. So it's less than 20, so it's going to position A, which is x equal to 1. And then once it hits 20, it's going down to position B. And over 40, going back to position A. Okay, so in between the time of 20 and 40, we're seeing it go to position B, but then once neither of those is true, it's back to position A. So we'll go back to the code and move on. So now we're going to go back to the init page, and we're going to grab, we're actually going to change, or no, we're going to add, sorry, we're going to add two more of these, and we're going to name one point positive x, and name one point negative x. And length of 3. For point positive x, do x is 1. For point negative x, x negative 1. And this is for our attitude. So back over in the main loop, we're now going to have it set attitude target while it's going to position B to point positive x. So now we're actually going to add another conditional statement that's going to be the inverse of this. So if our first conditional statement is while counter is greater than 20 and less than 40, so that block of time in between 20 and 40, we're now going to have a conditional statement that determines what we're doing while counter is less than 20, so between 0 and 20, and then greater than 40, so after 40 seconds. So let's do that. So we're going to grab a logic block, so if then, grab grab an and. We're actually going to drop that down to or. Now we're going to grab one of these, grab another one of these, grab our counter block, and math number, another counter block, and another math number. Select counter. And for this, we're going to do if counter is less than 20, or if counter is greater than 40. So that'll fill those time slots, as you can see on the timeline, or on the number line on the slides. So now we're going to, if it is in those positions, we're going to have it set, for point positive x, that is an attitude function, select attitude target, not position target. So we're going to grab another one of those, so put it there, set attitude target for point negative x. So now, what this code should do, and we're going to compile it and simulate it, but what this code should do is it's going to start out by going to position A. If the counter is greater than 20 and less than 40, so between 20 and 40 seconds, it's going to go to position B and turn its attitude, so rotate towards positive x. If the counter is less than 20 or greater than 40, it's going to point towards negative x for its attitude. So let's simulate that, and let's see how it works. So give it a second, and view results. So now I'm going to speed it up, but now you can see, let's put it that way. We'll restart. So now you can see it is rotating and moving, and then for that other conditional, it's rotating and moving, and then over 40, rotating and moving. So following along with the logic of what we just wrote in the code. So it gives you a lot more control and lets you do stuff like that. And that's pretty much it.